One simple definition of agility is the ability to solve a problem differently tomorrow. So if we just learn one way of doing things, we may be able to solve a problem today, but we don't have a deep capability in solving a range of problems over time. So often within learning design, we are trying to create communities which have an agility in problem solving. Now, to do that, we need to give people space to rehearse and to learn, to practice and prototype different ways of solving problems. And that's a real benefit of social learning. It creates a safe space where people can learn, but crucially, they can rehearse and prototype new behaviours, and that can give us real agility. Let's think of an example of agility. If we're training people in how to work with teams, we can give them some rules on how to do that. How you will hold people to account, how you will allocate tasks, how you will invoke consequence if necessary. But rules won't make you a great leader. Instead, we need people to practice and develop their own vocabulary for how they will operate with other people. We could do that with a scenario within a social learning space, asking them to write examples and share examples of what they would do and discuss those examples with others in their community. And that ties into the notion of agility. If we just tell people how to lead a team and assess them on their answers of whether they heard our story, we're not developing agility. Instead, if we encourage them to come up with their own ways of doing it and to test those with each other in the community, it's a more agile approach. When we think about agility in learning, we're really talking about a very broad capability that we're building within a team. Now, one of the challenges that this can bring about is that we're not getting everybody to do things exactly the same way, because to do that wouldn't be to take an agile approach. That can make it quite difficult to assess people, because they're not all going to give us the same answers for how they would solve a problem, although they may all be solving the problem. So when we think about agility, we mustn't just think about agility in learners. We have to think about our own agility and creative ways of assessing people when they may not all be giving us the same answers.